Rose League, how are we doing? This is your LM Jackie Clankers coming to you live from Youngstown, Ohio. No longer Berlin, Germany, unfortunately, but little season recap, playoff preview coming to you. You see, we got my Reds gear on, got my Bearcats flag in the back. Felt appropriate to do our final video, and here we go. So, firstly, congratulations to Phil finishing first place. Very, very solid record. It was the final one, 11-3. Very, very nice double-digit wins. I gave him a little shit preseason. Said he was kind of full of shit, and he came back. He answered the call. Now, people who did not answer the call, JV, did not answer the call, finishing Sacco for the second time. I don't really need to say too much about that, but I told him preseason I was coming after him, and he lived up to the hype. Also, Dahlia, big shit talker preseason, came in 11th place, tried to give JV a fight for Sacco, but unfortunately JV just sucks too hard. Now, Terrari, started off the season pretty weak, but he had a great push mid-season, shot himself up to third place, but not as impressive as our second place team going into the playoffs. Clerg had at least a 4 or 5 game win streak at some point to put him into second place. Very impressive. No longer, he's always competing for 12th, but never getting it. He always finishes 10th or 11th, so good to see him finish in the top 6. I can't imagine that this is his first playoff appearance, but, it also very well could be his first playoff appearance. Now, who's not first playoff appearance it is mine. Made playoffs again this year. Granted, I did finish last place 2 years in the league. However, I think this is at least my 4th playoff appearance. So, maybe we can check Sammy's sheet about that, but I'm quite sure. So playoff preview. I get to face off the former champ Terrari. I'm not afraid of him. I think he's a punk. I think Jonathan Taylor's his only good player. And I do believe that an ass fucking is in this week's cards for Terrari. I'm gonna expose him, and then hopefully I get to play Phil next week. I genuinely would like to beat both of them, go to the ship, make my second championship appearance. On the other side of the bracket, we have Adler versus Sammy G. There's no winners in this match. I really don't want to see either one of them win. If I had to pick one of them, I guess I'd pick Adler. That's just if you're like twisting my arm and I really needed to have one. Besides myself, if I had to pick one person to win the championship this year, maybe it's time for Phil. He has his fake championship, so maybe he needs a real one. That way he can really back up his fisting. Other than that, I really don't have any preferences, so I think it's me and Phil. Let's fuck it up, Phil. Let's fuck it up. To everybody else who's going to be watching on the sidelines, try harder next year. And that's pretty much what I have to say to you. You got to be better. Everybody has to be better. Squid, I'm happy that I was able to give you the old donkey dick to get out of the playoffs. Man, I can't imagine what it felt like to lose to Van Jefferson, man. Well, at least you got the weekly challenge. Speaking of weekly challenges, I really liked our weekly games this year. I thought they were fun. I think it's something that we should continue next year. And, I think that concludes this video. So, go Clankers. Go Bearcats. And, let's hope that the Bearcats can pull off a upset against Bama. That'd be nice. And let's hope they just keep rolling all the way to the national championship. I will be in Cincy. I should say this final thought is I will be in Cincy to watch the game on New Year's. I'm doing New Year's Eve in Cincy. I'd like to see you guys. I actually don't have too many other plans to say going to watch the game. I don't know. It's just totally an arbitrary plan in my head right now, but I'm going to figure out some details, and I hope to see some of you down in Cincy in a few weeks for those who are not going to the game. Anyway, enough rambling. Clankers out. Best of luck to the playoff teams. If you're not in the playoffs, like I said, be better.